Hello friends, we will see in this video how to work out assignment problem. So we will take a balanced data problem. So question number 1, 4 operators A, B, C and D are available to a manager who has to get 4 jobs, job 1, 2, 3 and 4 done by assigning one job to each operator. The time needed by different operators for different jobs are given in the matrix below in minutes. So this is the time taken. So if you ask operator A to carry out job number 1, he will take 12 minutes. If you assign job 2, it'll take 10 minutes. Job 3 will take 10 minutes. Job 4, it'll take 8 minutes. Similarly, the operator B will take job 1. If he wants to complete, he will take 14 minutes, 12 minutes for job 2, 15 minutes for job 3 and 11 minutes for job 4. And similarly with C and D, the data is given to you. So the question what is asked here is, how should the manager assign the job so that the total time needed for all the job is minimum? So which job should be assigned to which operator so that the total time taken to complete all the job is minimum? That is what they are asking you to do. How should the manager assign the job so that the total time needed for all the job is minimum? How to solve this, we will see first. So the objective, first one is find out what is the objective. What is the objective? Objective is minimization because we have to minimize the total time. The time taken to complete all the 4 jobs should be minimum. So that is our objective. So minimization is the objective. So second one, we have to see the nature of data. Nature of data, that's your second step. So nature of data, you have to see how many jobs are there and how many operators are there. There are 4 jobs and there are 4 operators. So since there are 4 operators and 4 jobs, the data is said to be balanced because number of rows is equal to the number of columns. Number of rows, there are 4 rows and there are 4 columns. Since number of rows is equal to number of columns, we call this data to be balanced, right? So first step in your for working out the sum is identify the objective. And you know the objective is minimization in this particular sum. Second one, identify the nature of data, and the nature of data is balance. Why do you say it is balance? Because the number of rows is equal to the number of columns. Number of operators is equal to the number of jobs. So one job has to be assigned to one operator. It should be one-to-one basis. So I have copied the data that is given to you in the question. So this is what is the data given to you. There are 4 operators and there are 4 jobs and the time taken by each operator is given to you. Therefore, I have copied this particular question. So how do we start? First step is you find out what is the row minimum. So this is your first row. In this first row, what is the minimum? The minimum is 8. So you write row minimum is 8. The second row, you see what is the minimum time. Minimum time is 11. And the third row, what is the minimum? It is 4. You write here 4. And fourth one, what is the minimum? Minimum is 7. So for each row, you find out which is the row minimum. So each row, what is the minimum? You have to write it here. Now, what you should do is when the third step is finding out the row, doing the row operation. How do you do the row operation? You see what is the element here. The first element here, this is a first row. So each element in the row, whatever you have, minus the row minimum. So how did I get this? It is 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8 is 4. Similarly, the entire row you have to do. It will be 10 minus 4, 10 minus 8, 10 minus 8, and 8 minus 8. You get 2, 2, and 0. So I repeat again, this is the first row, 12, 10, 10, and 8. So you find out what is the row minimum. And whatever element you have here, this is 12, so 12 minus 8. Here it is 10, so 10 minus 8. This is 10, 10 minus 8. And 8, 8 minus 8, you get the first row. Now you're going to the second row. So second row, you see what is the element? It's 14. 14 minus the row minimum. What is a row minimum? It is 11. So 14 minus 11 is 3. 12 minus 11 is 1. 15 minus 11 is 4, and 11 minus 11 is 0. Similarly, the third one, you see in the third row, what is the element? That minus the row minimum is 4. So you fill it up for this particular row. Again, come to the next one. 8 minus the row minimum is 7. So 8 minus 7, you fill it up. So row operation is done. Now, after you do the row operation, we have to do the next step is column operation. To do the column operation, how you found out the row minimum, same way you find out the column minimum. So this is the first column. In the first column, what is the least? Least value is 1. And the second column, what is the least value? It is 1. Third column, what is the least value? It is 2. And the fourth column, what is the least value? It is 0. So I found out what is the column minimum. Now what I should do, I will be doing the column operation. How do I do the column operation? You see the first element of this particular column minus the row, column minimum is 1. Similarly, you have to do it for the entire column. So how did I get this 2? It is 3 minus 1. Then 2 minus 1, then 1 minus 1. So you've completed the row operation for the column operation for the first column. Similarly, for the second column, 2 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 6 minus 1, and 3 minus 1. So 2 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 6 minus 1, 3 minus 1. You get the second column. Now, third one is 2 minus what is the column minimum? Column minimum is 2. So similarly, you have to do it for the third column and also the fourth column. Fourth column, since it is 0, so it'll be 0, 0, 0. So column operation and row operation we have completed. Now we have to check whether this is whether we can do the optimal assignment. So optimality test, whether this whatever matrix that you've got is feasible for optimal assignment, we have to check. So how do we check this? Copy this matrix again. So whatever the matrix that you've got, copy it again, the same matrix. And now you have to find out, you have to draw a line to cover maximum number of zeros. So see the first one, the first row, there are only 2 zeros. In the second row, there are only 2 zeros. Third row, there's only 1 zero. And the fourth row, there are 3 zeros. Similarly, see the column. This is 1 0 here, 1 0 here, 2 zeros and 4 zeros. So 4 is the maximum. So what I'm going to do, I am going to draw a line across the zeros. So one line. So I'm drawing a line to cover maximum number of zeros. So this one line covers 3 zeros. Therefore, this is one line I've drawn. So you have to draw a line to cover maximum number of zeros. So this is the line because there are 4 zeros here, whereas in all the other rows and columns, you have 1, 2, and 3. So this has the maximum. So I've drawn like this. Now, if I draw a line this way, it covers 3 zeros. See, 1, 2, and 3. So I've drawn 2 lines. Now the third one, I can draw it like this. This covers 2 zeros and this also covers 2 zeros. So how many lines have we drawn? We have drawn 4 lines. And you have to see what is the order of the matrix. Order means rows into columns. So the number of rows you have 4, number of columns you have 4. So the order of the matrix is 4 cross 4. So we say it is order of the matrix is 4. So the number of lines drawn is equal to the order of the matrix in the given sum. So there are four rows and four columns. So order of the matrix is 4, and you have drawn 4 lines. So number of lines drawn is equal to the order of matrix, which is 4. That means this matrix, what you have obtained, is feasible for optimality tests. That means you can make the optimal assignment. So we checked for optimality. The number of lines drawn is equal to the order of the matrix. That means it is feasible for optimal assignment. So I am going to make the assignment now. So how do I make the assignment? Copy the matrix again. Copy this matrix again. Copy the matrix again, and you will get optimal assignment I'm going to make. So I will make the assignment, and then we'll check what is the what is the time that it will take. Okay, so first one, you find a row or a column which has only 1 0 in it. See the first row, there are 2 zeros, so you can't make an assignment here. See the second row, there are 2 zeros. Here there's only 1 0. The third row has only 1 0. So you make the assignment here. That means C is assigned with job 4. When C is assigned with job 4, this particular job cannot be assigned to A. You cannot assign to B. You cannot assign to to D. I repeat, you find a row or a column which has only 1 0 in it. So I find the third row. The third row, there's only 1 0. Therefore, operator C is assigned with job 4. Therefore, this job you cannot assign to anyone else. So the zeros in the particular column, you have to strike it out. Now again, look in the first row. Do you have only 1 0? Yes. So that means this job is given. A is assigned with job 3. So in this particular column, if you have 0, you have to strike it off. Similarly, so A is over. Now come to the second row. There's only 1 0. You assign it. There is no zeros in this particular column to cancel. And the last one, D, is assigned with job 1. So these are the assignment. So last step, job assignment. A is assigned with job number 3. Job 3. So job 3, if you assign, because A, you have given job 3, and in the cost matrix, you see here what is the value. So that means A is assigned job 3. So job 3, if you assign, it will take 10 minutes to complete. So you write here 10 minutes. So job B will be assigned, job 2 will be assigned to B. So B will be assigned with job number 2. So job number 2 means he will take 12 minutes. So right here 12. Job 4 will be assigned to C. C will take 4 minutes. Job 4 will be assigned to C and he will take 4 minutes. And what about job 1? Job 1 will be assigned to D. He will take 8 minutes. So 8 minutes. So the total time, the minimum time that it will take, because you want to, your objective is minimization. So if you assign the job job 1, 2, 3, and 4 to A, B, and C in this order, the total time taken will be 34 minutes. So this is the optimal assignment. Now, the second part of the question. What does the second part of the question say? If job 1 is to be assigned only to operator A, this is known as facilitative condition. Facilitative condition. So in the question they are saying that if job 1 is to be assigned only to operator A. So it's already given in the question, job 1 you have to give it to A. So what you do is this job 1 you delete from this particular matrix. Job 1 you delete it off, and A also you delete it, because this particular job is assigned to operator A. This is facilitative condition. Now only three operators are there and there are only three jobs. So you have to take the matrix, only this matrix you have to copy, and then you have to decide which job should be given to whom, because A is already assigned with job 1, because the question says if job 1 is to be assigned only to operator A, right? So what do we do now? We will go to the second part. If job 1 is assigned to job 2A, then the allocation of the remaining job will be done as under. So job 1 is completely eliminated and operator A is gone out from the table. So we have job 2, 3, and 4. There are three jobs now and there are three operators. Now we have to decide to which operator which job has to be assigned. So the same rule again. So you have to find out in the first row which is the minimum, the lowest. The lowest value is 11. So row minimum is 11. The second row, which is the row minimum, it's 4. The third row, what is the row minimum? It is 7. So how do you do the row operation? How do you do the row operation? See what is the element in that particular row minus the row minimum. So it is 12 minus 11, 15 minus 11, and 11 minus 11. Similarly, this is 10, 10 minus 4, then 16 minus 4, and 4 minus 4. And here it is 10 minus 7, 9 minus 7, and 7 minus 7. So row operation is done. After you have done with the row operation, then you have to do the column operation. To do the column operation, you have to see in the first column, which is the least value. The least value is 1. In the second column, what is the least value? It is 2. And in the third column, what is the least value? It is 0. So how do we do the column operation? It is whatever the element in the first column minus the column minimum. So it is 1 minus 1, then 6 minus 1, 3 minus 1. So first column is done. So go to the second column. Second column, it's 4. 4 minus the column minimum is 2. So 4 minus 2, 12 minus 2, and 2 minus 2. And in this case, it is 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0. So column operation and minimum row operation is done. Now we will check whether optimality test is possible, whether we can, whether this one is feasible for optimal assignment. That's what we are checking. That is optimality test. So after you do the row operation and the column operation, whatever the matrix that you get, you copy paste and write optimality test. Now you see the row or the column which has the maximum number of zeros. Here you have 2. Here for second row you have only 1 0, and here 2. In the column it's 1, 1, and 3. Because you have 3, you cancel this. Okay, then if I draw one line this way, it covers 2 zeros. If I draw like this, it covers 2 zeros. So how many lines have you drawn? You have drawn 3 lines. And what is the order of the matrix? Order of the matrix is 3. Therefore, number of lines drawn is equal to the order of the matrix. Therefore, it is the table that you have drawn, the matrix that you have got is feasible for optimal assignment. So we will make the optimal assignment. You know how to make the optimal assignment. You see a particular row or a column which has only 1 0. Now see the second row has only 1 0. So put this in box. That means C is assigned with job 4. So in this particular column, if you have any zeros, you have to strike it off. Now, again, from the first row, there's only 1 0. So put it in box. That means B is assigned with job 2 and D is assigned with job 3. So now what do you understand? We have already made the assignment. In the question, they have already told you that A should be assigned with job 1 and A will take how long? If A is assigned with job 1, E will be taking 12 minutes. So right here, 12 minutes. B is assigned with job 2. Job 2. So job 2 means what will be the time? It is 12 minutes again. So right here, 12 minutes. C will be assigned with job 4. So C is assigned with job 4. So he will take 4 minutes. C is assigned with job 4 and D is assigned with job 3. So job 3, D will be assigned with job 3. 3 is 9 minutes. Therefore, the total time taken in this case is 37 minutes. Because see, if you compare it, I told you this is the optimal assignment here. The time taken is 34. If you make any changes in the assignment, then the time taken will be more. In this case, job 1 is assigned to operator A. Therefore, the time taken has increased from 34 to 37 minutes. So I hope you have understood. This is a basic problem. Balanced data, we have worked it out. For unbalanced data, you have to look for my second video. Thank you very much. Have a great day.